Hey, what's up everybody? It's Daniel here from MobileSyrup, and today I want to show you the latest Jelly Bean leak for the North American Galaxy S3. And this is a Bell leak that has been updated just today. So there was an initial Jelly Bean leak on September 6th. This one is now available September 11th. And it brings a lot of stability improvements and feature completions to Jelly Bean on the Galaxy S3. So everything seems to be much more stable, and while there are still a few issues, I wanted to do an overview because the last leak wasn't working at all on my phone, so I couldn't give you an overview then. Anyway, let's jump right in. So you can see here the lock screen now has 5 shortcuts as opposed to 4. This is also coming to the Galaxy Note 2, and I think this is a nice little feature. The icons are a little bit smaller, and obviously you can edit them, but that's a nice feature that we've seen as well. Now in the drop-down menu, obviously this is Jelly Bean, so we have the ability to hide notifications and expand them using a 2-finger gesture. So you can see there I'm making the email preview come and go, and if I get rid of this here, this will automatically expand, and then I can hide it just like that. As I said, this is a Bell leak, so mobile TV and all that bloatware has been pre-installed on this device. Now, the other major thing is called blocking mode, and that's something that was added a little bit like iOS 6's Do Not Disturb. And I'll go into that in a second, but let's go through the menu here. So nothing much has really changed. If you go into more settings, you still have your tethering and portable hotspot support. Of course, you have NFC and S-Beam, all share cast nearby devices. But this is much more neatly organized than the previous ice cream sandwich release. If we go into blocking mode, you can see that it allows you to block notifications of very granular things. So if I turn this on, I can disable incoming calls, I can disable all notifications, I can disable the alarm and timer, as well as the LED indicator. And that's, if I'm going to bed or something, I can set it to always, or I can specify a time. That works really nicely. Now I can allow certain contacts, so obviously I can allow custom list, or I can allow all my favorites, your Google contact favorites. And that'll allow, say your mom if there's an emergency to call you, or girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever you want. So that's a really handy feature, and definitely is going to be used quite a lot. In terms of other features, power saving is still there, but it looks to be a little bit fleshed out. Obviously, we have our storage. Everything is the same there. If I go into the lock screen, there's now a dedicated lock screen menu, and you can set your options. So now I can set my 5 shortcuts here, and if I want to change that, for example, to my Gmail app, I just tap on it, and it'll bring up a list of all my apps, and I can change to Gmail, and there we go. And once you turn on there, you can see that it's now Gmail. If I also want to show my weather, for example, I can do that. And that'll show the weather in Toronto. And you can adjust that for Celsius if you want. Quick camera access has been there since Ice Cream Sandwich, but maybe not a lot of people know about it. But this is interesting. The wake up and lock screen. So it unlocks using a wake up command when swipe or motion lock is enabled, and you can, besides using S-Voice, which was there in Ice Cream Sandwich, you can now have it specify an actual action. So, for example, if I want to start playing music, I can.
Then say the word or phrase you want to use as the wake up command 4 times.
And then I'll say something like, "Play music. Play music. Play music. Play music." Alright, so that's part of S-Voice. Play music. And there you go, it goes right into the music app. So that's a nice handy feature. And if you look at the This is TouchWiz. It hasn't been really improved or changed very much, but what has been improved is the folder creation ability. So before, you'd have to go like this, and you'd have to create folder, and you have to name the folder, blah blah blah. Now what you can do is you can hold down, you can press an app and drag it up to create folder, name it, and there you go. And now it's there, and you can drag other icons in there. We're not sure exactly why Samsung chose not to go with the default ice cream sandwich ability to drag apps on top of each other. I think it has something to do with the motion enabled feature here, so you can drag icons between the screens using the accelerometer. Now, as you can see, this has definitely been buttered, and what I mean by that is Project Butter improves the overall performance of ice cream from Ice Cream Sandwich in Jelly Bean, and everything runs a little bit smoother. This is really smooth, and I'm really impressed with the overall performance. Now, if we go into the app drawer, you can see nothing much has changed here. It looks very similar. This leak brings a few Bell apps, including Tunes and Apps. There's Mobile TV and Bell's PVR, for example. So you're still going to get that, those value-added apps that you can disable if you want, or if you're rooted, you can always just delete them using Titanium Backup. Now, anything else that has been added, I haven't been able to take a look at, but overall, I think that Jelly Bean is going to be a really nice improvement. One thing that you may want to note is that in order to get into Google Now, which is Google's kind of Siri competitor, you have to, unlike on the Galaxy Nexus, which you can swipe up from the bottom of the screen, you have to hold down the app changing button and then press the G, and that'll go right into Google Now. Or if you want, you can add a search bar like here to your home screen, and that'll just go right into it. So there are two ways to get in there. It's not the most intuitive way to do it, but it has been added to the bottom here, and you can still go into your task manager and end apps if you really want to. So this has been just a quick overview of the Jelly Bean update for the Galaxy S3 that's coming very soon to Canadians everywhere. We're hoping that Rogers, Bell, TELUS, and all the other companies roll out the update ASAP. So it should be out by the end of September, we're hearing. Thanks very much for watching. Have a great day.